I'm not normally a gun reviewer. Normally, I'm a radio guy. And I've never done a versus video before. But today, I'm going to break that rule. First things first, let me just make this very clear. What I'm about to tell you and the things I'm about to say are all based upon what my opinion is for my ergonomics. What I feel good with, what I can shoot with well, and most of your modern striker-fired firearms straight out of the box are going to be adequate for self-defense. But all of us have a bias. All of us have a preference. We're talking about my preference right here. Of course, your comments are always welcome, but let's just get that out of the way to begin with. Right now, the trend seems to be, how small of a gun can we go to? You've got, the original small gun for me. When I'm looking at where I draw the line on a small gun, it's going to be the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield or the Glock 43. I haven't tried the CZ P10S yet. That might be a great gun. I haven't tried it yet. I have tried some of the other ones, but my main two are going to be the first ones I just mentioned. So, those are okay in certain applications, but they're not what I'm going to carry most of the time. Most of the time I want to carry a double stack. I'm looking for 10 rounds or more. Don't ask me why. I know about the rule of threes, and I know what James Yeager says. I know what Masad Ayub says. I don't see anything wrong with having leftover ammunition if I have to defend myself. So I want a minimum of 10 rounds. So in most cases, that's going to mean either a double stack magazine or a single stack magazine that goes way out to here. And that's the part that you're trying to conceal in the first place. So that defeats the purpose. Straight out of the box, the Glock 26, that was the original small gun as far as a striker fired gun. Had 10 rounds, but it was a little short. The grip is a little short. Too many fingers hanging off. So to that end, we have this. Now this is a Glock 26, and like I already said, straight out of the box, this gun is fine, except for I wanted to do some stuff to it. So it comes out of the box with 10 round capacity, except it doesn't have enough real estate for me to grip it. So hence the magazine extension. The Glock trigger is okay, but I replaced the trigger too. The magazine release is okay, except it doesn't protrude right here on the back in most cases, and it does, you have to come and roll your finger down here. So that has been replaced as well. All of these parts, by the way, right here at Hyve Technologies. Check them out. Dan is a master with aircraft grade aluminum. This gun now, with just the trigger, 2 of these magazines, because I bought the whole magazine, and the mag release, and the back plate. That takes the price of this gun, this Glock 26, to $787. That seems a little excessive to me. For a little bit more, you can buy something like this and have a truly custom gun. And well, who wouldn't want one of those? So $787 to get it to this point, to get where I can grip it. It already meets my qualification for magazine capacity. Gets me in a better position with a trigger. And, I didn't replace the sights because then you're talking about another $120, but you got the plastic sights, which I don't like. I don't like the plastic sights. I have had plenty of these where the back sight has come off, not in a while, but I mean back in the 90s and the early 2000s, that happened to me all the time. The back sight would just fall clean off. So, $787, a very viable compact pistol to carry around with you. Not bad, but $787. And then we have the latest CZ, the CZ P10S. Now this gun straight out of the box It's coming from the top down. We got steel sights. Front sight is actually illuminated. You can get the rear sight illuminated as well. I prefer to have the illuminated front and just the flat black on the back. You have serrations here and here. You have a optics cutout already there in place. You have an ambidextrous magazine release stop. Stop, release, release, stop, whatever you want to call it. You have the familiar Glock breakdown. You have what I consider to be a superior trigger. I've never tried the Walther trigger, okay? I have tried the P320 trigger. But among the striker-fired guns that I have tried, this is the better trigger. All of you Walther aficionados, forgive me. You have a rise on the magazine release. You have a oversized and you have an oversized trigger guard, and you have a textured grip with a replaceable back straps. And straight out of the box, without having to modify anything, you have a 12-round magazine. So straight out of the box, I've got a gun that feels like a bigger gun. It is slightly longer than the Glock 26, but it has enough of everything else that I need for it to work. $577 for the optics ready P10S. None of this stuff matters unless it works at the range, though, does it? So there it is on the range. You can see the, and you can see in the shooting that both perform adequately. It just comes down to dollar for dollar where you're going to get your bang for the buck. All right, where you're going to get your bang for the buck. In this comparison, based upon this set of criteria, which is based purely on my opinion for my ergonomics, the winner is the CZ P10S. Now then, I want to do a Q&A with you right quick. All of you down here who have questions about CZUSA, CZ guns, what's coming, what's new, listening to the feedback, providing the feedback, ask your questions you want to ask CZUSA right here in the comment section. And I'm going to have a young man named Zach Hine, who is the social media director and a very good product demonstrator. He's going to come on the show, and we're going to answer those. And that'll be both up on podcast, and it'll be here. I'll put it on a YouTube video just for you guys to see the answer to these questions. All of you that ask a question, I'm going to enter in my CZ swag giveaway contest. You should go look at my, I don't know which video it was that I did, but I've got a bunch of CZ's swag to give away. I'll link that at the end of the video. I'll have the link up for that for you to see the swag. Hats, range bags, concealment bags, a couple of keychains, a gun sock, a lubricated gun sock. It's, some nice, decent stuff. And it's just sitting here with me, and I'm not doing anything with it. And I want you to have it. So anybody that has questions in here, be sure to have a way that, give me your email address. Put your email address in there with your question, and that way I can let you know what you won. But question and answers for CZ right here. Check it out. If you like this kind of content, if you would, give me a thumbs up. I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel. And I'm out of here.